their very own regulations when they dictate to doctors to force vaccination in all but life-threatening conditions. You have to take the first jab and almost die with myocarditis and anaphylactic shock in order to get exempted. They have breached their own law, as have all politicians, and paid out public health doctors. It's shameful. How could this happen? How could intelligent doctors stand by and watch this atrocity and this disgrace of organized ethical medicine? I tell you what, I'm going to tell you some secrets in the medical field. Looking from the outside in, I practiced for 28 years, and it starts from day one. Big Pharma has a massive influence in our education. They teach us that the pharma model is the only model, everything else is a quack. So we end up obeying governments and conforming to them. And conforming to Big Pharma as they come in with their free drugs, so-called free drugs. They're completely fraudulent studies that they designed themselves to tell us how great these medications are. How did we miss it? How can we miss it? We get hypnotized as doctors. Intelligent people can get hypnotized. And we fail to see the lengthy history of civil and criminal corruption of Big Pharma. Years and years and years. And you know who's number one? Pfizer. And we look to what's happening with the vaccine rollout so far. Still under clinical 3 and phase 4 trials. And yet they're being pushed and pushed and pushed. And you know what? There's a cover-up of some major problems with this. Blood clots, pericarditis, paralysis, and death. Death. 14, now it's actually almost 15,000 deaths directly related in VAERS to the COVID experiment. The COVID vaccine, 15,000. A Harvard study actually looked at the numbers and found that you take the VAERS number and you multiply it by 100. So we could be dealing with more than 1 million deaths from an experimental jab that on Thursday they want to make mandatory in order to live a normal life. They want to segregate society. Segregate society based on this.
Yeah.
This is a product monograph that I got from the pharmacy for the COVID experimental vaccine. Wow, look at that. I don't know if you can see this from the back. These are the ingredients that we're privy to. Do you know what it says? Intentionally blank. This is a product monograph. This is a product the politicians want us to inject into our body. Is that informed consent?
Oh.
Intentionally blank is everything about this whole fraudulent 18 months of a disgraceful political campaign to take over medicine. Everything's intentionally blank. Their science is intentionally blank. You ask them for the science, where is it? It's blank. Their ethics are blank. Everything is blank. Where are the doctors? Where are the doctors? There are 3 categories of doctors. And number 1, the medical dictators. Dictator DeVille. Dictator Tan. Dictator Williams. These are paid political doctors. They follow the script. They follow the script. They don't do critical thinking like Dr. Byron Bridle. There's no critical thinking. They don't use ethics. Medicine and Big Pharma is their God. That's the God that they worship. And they don't want to lose their lifestyle. Their house on the water, the BMWs and Mercedes and Audis. I was there. I was inside there. And I was also in a state of hypnosis to a level. Then there's the second category of doctors. Doctors that know this is wrong. They know this is wrong. They know it's unethical. But they will not come out. They will not come out and publicly speak. Do you know why? They're afraid of the college. They're afraid of the public ramifications. To them, still, their money and lifestyle is more important than ethics. I feel for them. It could mean walking away from their house. They're going to be disgraced publicly. They're going to be discredited. But thankfully, I say in conclusion, there's one last category, the ethical doctors.
Yeah.
Give it up to the ethical doctors. Dr. Bridle, Dr. Tony McGill, Dr. Mark Trozzi, Dr. Byron Bridle, Dr. Charles, Dr. Stephen Malthouse, and our American colleague, the most esteemed Dr. Peter McCullough. Even Dr. McCullough is getting discredited. The most prolific academic in the entire world. He's written hundreds of papers. He's the editor of 2 established papers. He's getting discredited.
Yes.
That's a disgrace that we're dealing with today. But you know what the good news is? As I look at the crowds building and swelling, I see something building in Canada. I see something building in Ontario. We are super spreading seed.
We'd just be all gone.
And we are growing. And God bless people like Officer Adrian. Officer Adrian puts her job on the line because for her, conscience and ethics is more important than money.
Remember, taxes are supposed to be temporary.
3 things, and final conclusion. 3 things. Number
He's got a full.
one is we heard from police officers and law enforcement that even if you have a corrupt government that's disobeying the law, that's criminal, that's breaching ethical
What's your shirt say?
guidelines,
Does it say no?
Don't comply. Look
Don't
what's happening.
comply.
People say, oh, we're going to comply our way out of this. How did that work? We're going to comply our way out of this. Compliance enables the bully to be bolden, to be more brazen.
Yeah.
Number 2, recognize that pride comes before the fall, according to Proverbs. Pride comes before the fall. Pride and corruption. Think of this. Think of the history of tyrants, going all the way back to biblical times. Pharaoh, Lenin, Stalin, Mussolini, Hitler, Saddam Hussein, Dictator Trudeau. The tyrants will fall. The tyrants will fall. It's a matter of time. And look what we're seeing today. We're seeing a beautiful spread of truth. We're seeing professionals like officers, educators, doctors, nurses standing up for truth. The truth always spreads. And then finally, the truth always comes out. And even as we sing, may God keep our land glorious and free. That very God, the very God of the universe says, come to me. I am the truth, and I will set you free. The truth will set you free. God bless you.
Yeah.